Welcome to today's Lost Souls, where we bring you the most impactful and unforgettable stories from around the world. Today, we remember the lives of remarkable individuals whose legacies continue to inspire and resonate. From iconic musicians to trailblazing activists, join us as we celebrate their extraordinary contributions and bid farewell to those who have left an indelible mark on our lives. Stay tuned for a journey through their incredible stories.
Charley Scalies. Charley Scalies, the veteran American actor best remembered for his gritty and authentic role as Thomas Horseface Pacusa in the acclaimed HBO series The Wire, passed away at the age of 86. A true character actor, Charley brought a rare sense of realism and emotional depth to every role he touched, leaving behind a legacy built not on fame, but on unforgettable performances. Born in Philadelphia in 1938, Charley was a proud product of a working-class neighborhood where storytelling was a way of life. His upbringing shaped both his grounded personality and the blue-collar grit he later brought to the screen. Acting wasn't Charley's first path. He worked various jobs and raised a family before taking a serious interest in performing later in life, making his story all the more inspiring. When he finally stepped onto the stage and screen, Charley brought with him a lived-in authenticity that couldn't be faked. His breakout came with The Wire, where he portrayed Horseface, a stevedore on the Baltimore docks during the show's second season. His portrayal of a rough, loyal, and emotionally complex longshoreman won over fans and critics alike, and even though his time on the show was brief, it left a lasting mark. He became a symbol of the disappearing American working class, a man with pride, principles, and pain. But Charley's acting credits extended beyond The Wire. He appeared in series like Homicide, Life on the Street and films such as The Replacements and Liberty Heights. Regardless of screen time, Charley's presence was always memorable. His deep voice, expressive eyes, and no-nonsense delivery gave his characters weight and soul. He made viewers believe in every line he delivered. Off-screen, Charley was known as a kind-hearted, humorous, and deeply loyal family man. Friends and colleagues described him as humble, always willing to lend advice or encouragement to younger actors. He believed in the value of hard work and often spoke about how acting came into his life as a second chance, something he was endlessly grateful for. Charley Scalies didn't chase celebrity. Instead, he pursued truth in storytelling, and that truth resonated with people across generations. His performances gave voice to working men with fading dreams and enduring dignity. His passing leaves a quiet space in the world of acting, but his work continues to speak, raw, real, and unforgettable. Cora Sue Collins. Cora Sue Collins, one of Hollywood's last surviving child stars of the Golden Age, passed away at the age of 97. A luminous presence on screen during the 1930s and 40s, she enchanted audiences with her charm, wit, and remarkable poise far beyond her years. Though her acting career ended early, the legacy she left as a symbol of a bygone era in American cinema remains etched in the hearts of classic film lovers. Born on April 19, 1927, in Beckley, West Virginia, Cora Sue entered the film industry at the tender age of 5. Her natural charisma and expressive eyes quickly caught the attention of directors, and she became a sought-after child actress at Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer during a time when the studio system ruled Hollywood. She appeared in over 30 films before retiring from acting in her late teens. One of her most notable early performances came in Queen Christina, 1933, where she played the young version of Greta Garbo's character. Even in her brief scenes, she demonstrated a captivating ability to embody emotion with subtlety and grace. That same year, she starred opposite Lionel Barrymore in The Stranger's Return and left a lasting impression on audiences and critics alike. She had a talent for balancing innocence with intelligence, a quality rare even among adult actors. Though she worked alongside legendary names like Joan Crawford, Lionel Barrymore, and Clark Gable, Cora Sue never let fame define her. She was always credited with a strong work ethic and a kind spirit, earning the affection of everyone from fellow child actors to seasoned Hollywood veterans. As she grew older, Cora Sue chose to step away from the screen, prioritizing a life away from the public eye. She moved into private life with grace, often reflecting fondly on her time in film but never yearning for the spotlight again. Later in life, she made rare appearances at classic film events, where she was greeted as a living link to Hollywood's golden past. Her stories and insights were treasured by fans and historians alike. Cora Sue Collins may not have had a long career in front of the camera, but the quality of her work and the era she represented gave her a special place in cinematic history. Her passing marks the end of an extraordinary chapter, a final goodbye to a shining child of classic Hollywood. Mario Ernesto Sanchez. Mario Ernesto Sanchez, the passionate Cuban-American actor and theater pioneer who founded one of the first bilingual theaters in the United States, has passed away at the age of 76. Known not just for his performances but for his unyielding dedication to Latin American culture and immigrant voices, Mario's legacy will be remembered far beyond the stage. Born in Havana, Cuba, in 1948, Mario immigrated to the United States as a young man, carrying with him a deep love for his heritage and an intense desire to tell stories that mattered. That desire would grow into something far more powerful than he likely imagined. In the late 1970s, he founded Teatro Avant in Miami, an organization that would go on to redefine Latin American theater in the U.S. With Teatro Avant, Mario created a platform for artists who had been silenced, misunderstood, or ignored. Under his leadership, the theater produced plays that celebrated Hispanic culture while confronting important social issues, language barriers, exile, identity, and generational gaps. His bilingual productions weren't just entertainment, they were bridges between communities. Audiences came from all over to see his work, which blended the richness of Cuban tradition with universal human struggles. While his impact was most deeply felt in the theater world, Mario was also a respected screen actor. He had roles in a variety of films and television shows, including Miami Vice, The Specialist, and The Perez Family. Though often cast in supporting roles, he brought a depth and dignity to his characters that audiences never forgot. He wasn't flashy, he was real, and he brought that authenticity to every project. Those who knew Mario personally speak of his boundless energy and warm heart. He was a mentor to countless young performers, a champion for underrepresented voices, and a cultural ambassador whose mission was always to uplift. He never let fame or recognition get in the way of the work. He believed art had a purpose, and he lived that belief every day. In 1985, Mario helped launch the International Hispanic Theater Festival in Miami, an event that continues to thrive and unite artists from across the Spanish-speaking world. Through his efforts, Hispanic theater gained legitimacy and visibility in the U.S. arts landscape. Mario Ernesto Sanchez's death leaves a void in the hearts of many, but his influence will continue to ripple across generations. His voice was powerful, not because it was loud, but because it gave others the courage to use theirs. Jay North. Jay North, the beloved former child star best known for his iconic role as the mischievous Dennis the Menace in the 1959 television series, has passed away at the age of 72. For millions of Americans, Jay's face and impish grin defined an era of wholesome family entertainment, but behind the charm was a complex story of fame, pressure, and personal reinvention. Born in Hollywood, California in 1951, Jay North was practically destined for the screen. By age 6, he was already appearing in commercials, and his natural charisma quickly caught the attention of casting directors. At just 8 years old, he was cast in the role that would make him a household name, Dennis Mitchell, the cheeky but lovable boy next door who constantly got into trouble, much to the dismay of his cranky neighbor, Mr. Wilson. Dennis the Menace ran from 1959 to 1963 and became a national sensation. Jay was catapulted into superstardom overnight, earning fan letters by the thousands and making public appearances that drew crowds. Yet the success came at a price. Off-screen, Jay lived under the tight control of his guardians and studio handlers, enduring a highly structured and often lonely childhood. He later revealed that the pressures of being America's kid were overwhelming, and the emotional toll followed him long after the camera stopped rolling. When the show ended, Jay struggled to transition into adult roles, finding that Hollywood had difficulty seeing past the striped shirt and slingshot. He made several attempts at acting, appearing in films like The Teacher and guest starring in various TV shows, but never recaptured the fame of his childhood. Disillusioned with the entertainment industry, he quietly stepped away and chose a different path, one that offered him peace and purpose. In a surprising turn, Jay enlisted in the Navy, where he served with discipline and dignity. Later in life, he became a prison guard, working in Florida's juvenile detention system. It was a quiet life compared to his early years, but one that allowed him to contribute meaningfully and reclaim his identity. Despite the challenges, Jay never turned bitter. In his later years, he became a passionate advocate for child actors, speaking openly about the emotional pitfalls of fame and working to protect future generations from the trauma he endured. His honesty and bravery helped shed light on an industry that too often forgets the children behind the characters. Jay North's legacy is more than a nostalgic memory, it's a cautionary tale and a testament to resilience. He will always be remembered as the face of Dennis, but those who knew him best will remember the man who rose above childhood fame to live a life of quiet strength and integrity.
Patrick Adiarte. Patrick Adiarte, the Filipino-American actor, dancer, and singer renowned for his roles in The King and I, Flower Drum Song, and the television series MASH, passed away on April 15, 2025, in a Los Angeles area hospital due to pneumonia. Born on August 2, 1942 in Manila, Philippines, Adiarte's early life was marked by adversity. During World War II, he, his sister Irene, and their mother Purita were imprisoned by Japanese forces on the island of Cebu. Tragically, his father, a captain in the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, was killed during the conflict. In June 1946, seeking a new beginning, the family emigrated to New York. Adiarte's foray into the performing arts began at a young age. At just 10 years old, he joined the Broadway cast of Rodgers and Hammerstein's The King and I in 1952, portraying one of the royal children. His talent and dedication led him to reprise the role of Prince Chulalongkorn in the 1956 film adaptation, acting alongside Yul Brynner and Deborah Kerr. His versatility shone through in various mediums. On Broadway, he captivated audiences as Wang San in Flower Drum Song, a role he later brought to life in the 1961 film version. Television audiences remember him fondly as Ho Jon, the Korean houseboy in MASH, appearing in 7 episodes between 1972 and 1973. Additionally, he charmed viewers as a tour guide in the Hawaiian episodes of The Brady Bunch. Beyond acting, Adiarte was a gifted dancer. He showcased his dance prowess on the NBC musical variety series, Hullabaloo from 1965 to 1966. Mentored by the legendary Gene Kelly, Adiarte's performances were marked by precision and passion. Kelly once remarked, "If there's going to be another Fred Astaire, I think it might well be Pat." In his later years, Adiarte dedicated himself to teaching dance to young students in Santa Monica, sharing his love for the art form and inspiring a new generation of performers. Patrick Adiarte's legacy is one of resilience, talent, and dedication. From overcoming early life hardships to gracing stages and screens with memorable performances, he leaves behind a rich tapestry of contributions to the arts. He is survived by his niece, Stephanie Hogan, and nephew, Michael Hogan. Damien Thomas. Damien Thomas, a distinguished British actor renowned for his compelling performances in horror films and period dramas, passed away in April 2025 at the age of 83. His death was attributed to progressive supranuclear palsy, a rare neurodegenerative disease. Thomas's career spanned several decades, during which he became a memorable figure in both film and television. Born on April 11, 1942 in Ismailia, Egypt, Thomas was raised in a multicultural environment that perhaps influenced his versatile acting abilities. He pursued his passion for acting at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, in London, where he honed his craft and prepared for a career on stage and screen. Thomas gained significant recognition for his role as Count Karnstein in the 1971 Hammer horror film Twins of Evil. His portrayal of the seductive and sinister vampire Count showcased his ability to embody complex characters, leaving a lasting impression on audiences and contributing to the film's cult status. Beyond horror, Thomas demonstrated his range through various roles in television dramas. He appeared in the acclaimed miniseries Shogun, 1980, where he played Father Martin Alvito, a Jesuit priest navigating the cultural intricacies of feudal Japan. His performance added depth to the series, which was praised for its storytelling and production values. In addition to his notable roles, Thomas had a prolific career with appearances in series such as The Professionals, Blake's 7, and House of Cards. His ability to adapt to various genres and characters made him a sought-after actor in the British entertainment industry. Thomas's dedication to his craft extended beyond acting. He was known for mentoring young actors and participating in theater workshops, sharing his experience and passion for performance. His commitment to the arts left a positive impact on the acting community. In his personal life, Thomas was married 3 times and was a father to 3 children. He maintained a private life, focusing on his family and career. His colleagues remembered him as a consummate professional with a warm personality and a sharp wit. Damien Thomas's passing marks the end of an era for fans of classic British cinema and television. His contributions to the arts continue to be celebrated, and his performances remain a testament to his talent and versatility as an actor. Charles, a name that evokes countless memories depending on the circles in which it was spoken, passed away at the age of 78. Whether known for his quiet wisdom, community presence, or creative pursuits, Charles left behind a legacy that spoke volumes, without ever needing to raise his voice. His life was one of enduring strength, resilience, and quiet inspiration. Born in 1946 in a modest home in the American Midwest, Charles grew up during a time of cultural transformation and national challenge. His early years were shaped by the values of hard work and integrity. Raised by a schoolteacher mother and a factory worker father, he was instilled with the discipline of learning and the importance of perseverance. Education was his anchor, and he excelled in school, not because he chased grades, but because he was genuinely curious about the world. As a young man, Charles served in the military during a tumultuous time. Those years taught him more than just the meaning of duty. They revealed to him the fragility of life and the strength of the human spirit. Upon returning home, he used the GI Bill to pursue a college degree in literature, a subject that stirred something deep inside him. He found solace in poetry and the written word, eventually becoming a beloved high school English teacher, known for reciting lines of Shakespeare and encouraging even the shyest students to find their voice. But teaching was only one facet of Charles's life. He was a devoted husband to his wife of over 50 years, Marianne. Their love story began in a library and endured through thick and thin. Together, they raised 3 children, each of whom inherited a piece of Charles's quiet determination and steady heart. His grandchildren remember him as the man who never said no to reading them a story, who built tree houses with his bare hands, and who made every moment feel like a quiet adventure. Outside of family and teaching, Charles was a community pillar. He volunteered at the local library, led writing workshops for underprivileged youth, and served as a mentor to many. He believed that everyone had a story worth telling. Some just needed someone to listen first. In his later years, Charles continued writing, leaving behind journals filled with reflections, short stories, and personal essays. His words now serve as a time capsule, capturing not just the events of a life, but the emotion and soul behind them. His passing is not just the loss of a man, but the closing of a chapter filled with wisdom, compassion, and grace. Charles's legacy will live on through those he taught, those he loved, and the many quiet lives he touched. He may not have sought the spotlight, but he lit the way for many, and in doing so, left the world better than he found it. James Foley, the acclaimed American director known for his work on Glengarry Glen Ross, the 50 Shades sequels, and the Netflix series House of Cards, passed away peacefully in his sleep on May 8, 2025, in Los Angeles after a prolonged battle with brain cancer. He was 71 years old. Born on December 28, 1953 in Brooklyn, New York, Foley pursued his passion for filmmaking at New York University and the University of Southern California. His directorial debut came with the 1984 film Reckless, which set the stage for a prolific career spanning over 3 decades. Foley's early work included the 1986 crime drama At Close Range, starring Sean Penn and Christopher Walken, which garnered critical acclaim for its intense storytelling and performances. He continued to make a mark with the 1992 adaptation of David Mamet's play Glengarry Glen Ross, featuring a stellar cast including Al Pacino, Jack Lemmon, and Alec Baldwin. The film was lauded for its sharp dialogue and powerful performances, earning Pacino an Oscar nomination and a Golden Globe Award. In the realm of television, Foley directed episodes of acclaimed series such as House of Cards, Billions, and Twin Peaks, showcasing his versatility across different formats and genres. Foley also made significant contributions to the music industry, directing several of Madonna's music videos in the 1980s, including Papa Don't Preach, Live to Tell, and True Blue. Despite facing challenges, including a hiatus from filmmaking after a negative experience with the film Perfect Stranger, Foley returned to direct 50 Shades Darker, 2017, and 50 Shades Freed, 2018, both of which achieved box office success. James Foley is survived by his siblings, Kevin, Eileen, and Joanne Foley, and his nephew, Quinn Foley,